There's a thrill to finding secrets in video games that no other entertainment medium can replicate. Sure, spotting a cool Easter egg in the latest Marvel flick is a great feeling, but walking a playable character off the beaten track and being rewarded for your curiosity cannot be bested. This is especially true when you discover a whole new level. Because I'm Si for WhatCulture.com, and here are the 10 coolest secret video game levels you need to play. Number 10, World 1-1, Dying Light. Have you ever found yourself playing a modern game and thinking, I'd like to keep playing this and relive my childhood at the same time? Well, the developers of Dying Light have got you covered, as they foresaw this bizarre scenario and popped it into their zombie game. There's a hidden level in the 2015 title that takes you into an area inspired by World 1-1 from the original Super Mario Bros. It's full of zombies styled like Goombas, an accurate aesthetic to the Nintendo classic, and even features the block layout so you can use your parkour skills to feel just like the red-clad video game icon. Unlike many other entries on this list, this one's easy to access. All you need to do is head to Old Town and reach the southwestern corner of the map. There you'll find a building with a chimney that homes a green pipe. Like Mario, jump on in and you'll find yourself here. In addition to the awesome Easter egg, you'll also get your hands on the Paiza suit blueprint in this hidden mission. This piece of clothing, once crafted, acts just like Mario's Tanuki suit, allowing you to glide after a jump, making you feel even more like the iconic Italian plumber. That is, of course, if Mario ever decided to grab a real weapon and mow down hordes of the undead. Number 9, the Mile High Club, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Sitting through the credits of a game is something very few players have the patience to do. It's not like no one appreciates the work that goes into their favourite titles, but at the same time, going from bona fide action to slow-crawling text is quite a dull transition. However, patient COD fans can score themselves a real treat with this one. Mile High Club is a bonus mission in the seminal Call of Duty 4 that rewards players who don't skip the credits. It puts you in the shoes of an unnamed Task Force 141 operative who has to battle through an aircraft to rescue a hostage, all within a time limit. After successfully saving the hostage, the player launches themselves out of the plane, officially ending the mission. This secret level can be accessed via the original COD 4 and its remaster, giving you plenty of scope to board the plane and shoot down your, scope. It's also an integral part of the Infinity Ward series, as this bonus level would become the inspiration behind the special ops missions in the later titles. Next time you whack this classic on, why not try joining the Mile High Club? Number 8, Secret Boss Jevil, Deltarune Chapter 1. Deltarune is undoubtedly a worthy follow-up to the internet-breaking indie title Undertale. While it hasn't had the same impact as its predecessor, it's still a boundlessly enjoyable experience with fun gameplay and its fair share of secrets. One is a unique boss fight with a demented court jester, because why not? Jevil is a secret boss that can be accessed in the game's Card Castle. After exploring for some time, you'll find an elevator with a floor labelled with a bunch of question marks. Here you'll discover a cell with this weirdo in it. He will task you with recovering a key to open the cell, which leads you all the way across the map. And once you've freed him, you'll take part in what can easily be described as the hardest boss fight in the game. The character offers up an incredibly tough challenge, but also brings in more of that signature Toby Fox meta storytelling. This demented Joker is implied to be self-aware, having become wise to the fact that he lives inside a video game after an encounter with a quote-unquote strange someone. Most of what he says is nonsense, but there's a truth to it that makes him incredibly eerie. So it's a secret quest with a fun character and great storyline implications. You sure do get plenty of bang for your buck with this one. Number 7, Whimsy Shear, Diablo 3. Diablo is known for having some rather wild hidden stages, with the infamous Moo Moo Farm level in the second game being a hilarious departure from the series' dark themes. But Diablo 3 has its own goofy level, and it's potentially the goofiest of the bunch. If you're playing Diablo 3 and fancy a little respite from the hellish landscape, head on down to Whimsy Shear. This is a unique Care Bear-esque land designed to look as if it were drawn by a child, featuring unique art assets that switch up chests and standard objects to sweet things. It also contains unique creatures, including unicorns, teddy bears, and pink flowers. Oh, lovely. Well, no, because in typical Diablo fashion, you're not here to drink the tea and frolic in the fields. There are still plenty of enemies to defeat and gore to be spread, leaving the final picture of Whimsy Shear looking like a rather demented take on Teletubbies once you're done with it. Those who want to access this strange detour from Sanctuary can do so by acquiring multiple unique items, crafting the Staff of Herding, and travelling to Old Tristram Road in the old ruins. There you must locate the skeletal corpse of a cow, use the staff on it, which will allow you to talk to the ghost of the Cow King, eventually leading you to Whimsy Shear. And yes, it's Shear, not Shire. I'm from the UK. I would know. Number 6, Nightmare in Vegas, Tomb Raider 2, The Golden Mask. Lara Croft is undoubtedly a queen of finding secrets and uncovering mysteries, but what happens once she manages to find all of them? Well, in real life it would probably mean a big payday, but in the gaming world it's a weird and wacky special level. Tomb Raider 2 is a seminal title that received an expanded edition 2 years after its release in the form of Golden Mask. This new version came with an advertised 4 bonus levels, except it wasn't 4, it was actually 5. This level, titled Nightmare in Vegas, can only be accessed after completing the first 4 missions and finding all 12 secrets within them. Once this is done, players can participate in Lara's adventures to Las Vegas, which almost instantly goes wrong. You'll soon be forced to battle against mercenaries, dinosaurs, and the Guardian of the Kingdom, who is locked up in a King Kong-style cage. The general setting is bizarre, with zebra print everywhere, walls covered in advertisements, and a whole room full of white tile blocks that you must navigate. All Lara wanted was a break, but she got a massively strange Las Vegas adventure instead. Number 5, Green Hill Zone, Sonic Adventure 2. There are many 2D video game franchises that transitioned masterfully into 3D. The likes of Final Fantasy, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, and more prove that innovation was possible for any game, no matter their gameplay, features, or style. But then there's Sonic, whose turn in 3 dimensions has been a mixed bag, to say the least. The 2001 title Sonic Adventure 2 is arguably a high point for the 3D Sonic games, and it's altogether pleasant to play through from start to finish. And once you've finished, there is one addition to the game that acts as a wonderful celebration to the franchise as a whole, but it takes a lot of work to unlock it. Green Hill Zone, the iconic opening level of the franchise, is included in the game as a reward for hard-working players if you manage to collect all 180 emblems and achieve all A ranks in the game. Green Hill Zone from the original game will appear on the map, featuring a level that starts off 2D and becomes 3D the further in you go. The secret level lets you traverse one of the most iconic Sonic zones in a whole new dimension, with a remixed version of the iconic music blaring in the background. It's absolutely worth playing, even if getting to that point is a tough ordeal. Number 4, Out of This Dimension, Star Fox. When you make a game about humanoid animals flying spaceships, you have to work exceptionally hard to make anything feel weird. But the developers of 1993 Star Fox were right on the money when they made this wacky as hell secret level. Out of This Dimension is a hidden stage in the original Nintendo title. It takes place outside of the game's usual setting, the Lilat system, and sees the player entering an alternate dimension, which is kind of in the title. You'll spot some surreal imagery in this place, including planets with faces on them, a swirling effect that'll make anyone experience vertigo, and a wild boss fight with a slot machine. Yes, really. Sadly, getting to this alternate dimension is a little more convoluted than simply flying off into space. You can find your way there in the asteroid belt, Route 3, Level 3. Once there, you'll want to shoot the second massive asteroid you encounter, which will produce an egg that hatches a giant bird. Fly into this bird and hey presto, you're there. The weirdness of this level is truly something, but it was a wonderful treat for eager fans who were willing to go against the grain to find new experiences in the game. Number 3, the painted world of Aramis, Dark Souls. If you're a lover of Dark Souls, aka a masochist, then you probably want to play as much of the game as possible. Thankfully, there's always something more to find in the games, and if you've not played this hidden level, then it's time to dive back in and give it a go. Players travelling through Anor Londo can find a massive painting of a castle atop a snowy peak in the iconic location. This isn't just for decoration, as you can jump into this painting and experience a whole new level so long as you return to the first room and find a peculiar doll. Bring that item to the artwork, and yes, just like Mario 64, into the painting you go. Inside is the titular world of Aramis, which is captured in the artwork. You can venture through this new world battling unique enemies, and in typical FromSoft fashion, discover an optional boss. This boss is crossbreed Priscilla, who you can either choose to battle or leave alone after she asks you to leave her world in peace. But a veteran Dark Souls player knows which option they'll pick, and it's unlikely to be the friendly one. Number 2, Minecraft level, Borderlands 2. Like the Dying Light entry, this hidden level appeals to those who want to keep playing one game and hop into another simultaneously. It sandwiches Borderlands and Minecraft together in a way that nobody expected, and it's wonderful. This hidden level is exactly what it sounds like, a chance to delve into the iconic Mojang sandbox title while still being on the planet of Pandora. Entering this hidden location will allow you to punch blocks and battle against terrifying creepers, one of which stands tall over you, instilling a new level of fear outside of blowing your damn house up. Getting to this unique level is a bit of a task and requires its fair share of wandering. You can only access it after completing Chapter 9 of the game, after which you have a whole new area to explore. It can be found in the Caustic Caverns. With enough looking around, you'll find 2 minecarts, and this is where you want to be for the level, as nearby there are some dirt blocks you can punch through. As if getting to see creepers and smashing blocks with your hands wasn't enough, the area also provides some fun Minecraft Minecraft-themed skins. This really is your chance to bring some blocks into Borderlands. And number 1, the Inverted Castle, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is renowned for its incredible secrets, as well as, being one of the best video game sequels of all time. The game is so chock full of hidden details that not having a hidden secret level would ruin its reputation. Thankfully, it doesn't just have one, it has one of the best. Suppose you love the view of Dracula's castle. In that case, you can spice it up even further by accessing the Inverted Castle, also known as the Reverse Castle, which is an entirely upside down version of the iconic location. Suck on that, Stranger Things. But there's more to it than that, with the hidden level acting as an almost entirely new experience, complete with unique art assets, colour schemes, music and boss fights. Besides being an entirely fresh map to explore, the level also gives you another ending, forming one of the game's 3 unique climaxes. In fact, this is the actual ending of the game. If you gather the right items and give them to Maria to get your hands on the holy glasses, you can free Richter Belmont from the evil spell placed on him by Shaft. This will lead you to the Inverted Castle, where you can battle through waves of enemies and eventually take part in a boss fight with the resurrected Dracula. And we know this is the true ending for the game, because how could it end without a fight against Dracula? These are some pretty awesome secret levels, but did you know there's some levels in video games that can be beaten in seconds? Check this video out that's on screen now to stay with us here at WhatCulture Gaming. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below about your favourite secret levels. Subscribe, head over to whatculture.com for more content every day. I've been Sai for WhatCulture, and have a good week.